Pandas, 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 pandas. Welcome to the stream, special afternoon stream power hour. Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Good morning, guys. Hey, thanks for joining. I know this is weird for a lot of you guys, but thanks for joining. I hope it's something new, something refreshing. Glenn Paul, good morning. John Amos, good morning. Sigma Trader, good morning. Welcome, guys. Hey, make sure you guys scalp that like button so all those who are wondering what happened to Buy My Money stream, what happened this morning, so they can get notified that we are streaming now. Good morning, guys. Salvatore, good morning. I usually don't trade power hour. Today's exception. Let's go, baby. Hey, thanks for joining. John Amos, good morning. Glenn Paul, good morning. Toadman, good morning. Welcome, guys. F. Zen, good morning. Zacharias, Wayne Bicknell, good morning. GT Trend, JLB, good morning, guys. Welcome to the stream power hour, and what a day it has been. Honestly, it's ugly out there, and hopefully you guys are doing well. To me, this looks ugly. It looks like a trading range. We're about to make a new low, breaking the overnight low. Quick look at the daily chart, balancing off the 240 SMA. It's tough. Tough. Like, what is happening here? Tough. You think you want to test this high, but we're bouncing off resistance. But this thing is kind of giving some stuff away here. The fact that we have a gap from this breakout to this retest. There's a gap here, space. But we broke trend new high. It's confusing. It's like 3 or 4 intertwined trends. Right now we have this big trend down. First break of this one. We have this trend coming up, break a trend to new high. We have this trend coming up, break a trend, maybe looking for a new high. But we have this break a trend, maybe looking for a new low. So we have like 3, 4, like trendception kind of going on right now. And it's kind of a question of which one will play out? Which one will really play out here? I mean, we are at resistance here and we're bouncing off of it. This week, there is actually a lot of news. I'm not sure if you guys are paying attention, but yeah, I'm going to stay away from this. This looks like a trading range to me, so I'm just going to treat it like a trading range. It looks like trading range price action. Everything about it is saying trading range to me, and I'm going to treat it that way. So I'm not going to jump on any trends here. By the way, if you're a member, we're going to stay on after a little bit. Also, some quick news while you guys are here. I'll probably repeat this a couple times. I had something, some obligations in the morning, but now, life throws curveballs. And now I don't have them anymore. So we'll be going back to regular programming. 9 o'clock for the pre-market show tomorrow, 9:15 for the main stream. So today will just be a special stream. I didn't find out till this morning. So let's enjoy it.
5-minute trap.
But the thing is, the price action is so bad. I'm not sure if we're going to get any movement here. I mean, we could be waiting to break down here, but I'm going to stay away from it for now. We're testing it. Second entry short, right at that support area. Just hanging out here. No trades for me. High probability we will break down here. High probability we can push down pretty hard, but trading range. Trading range price action all day. We do break the overnight low. Now let's see if it acts as a double bottom or not. I mean, we are making lower highs every time. We are bouncing off that low currently. And, it's confusing to me. It feels like it can just come back up and just create a big trading range. and come all the way back up, and we'll be trading short. We'll be going short at the bottom of the trading range. Especially with price action that looks like this all day. So breaking the previous overnight high low, and now we're pushing back up. What am I looking for here? Looking for a bounce back up to this trend line. And gotta break a trend new low here. I'll look for a trap trade here. I'll be interested. Ted Rajan says, passed my second 50K eval today. Can't wait for number. Let's go, baby. Hey, congratulations. That's what I want to hear. You know, that's music to my ears. When people are jumping on the stream, they're saying that I'm getting funded. You know, opportunity of a lifetime, getting funded with multiple PA accounts. That's music to my ears. Like, I'm just like, that makes me ecstatic. Knowing that people's lives could be possibly changing because of this. Now comes the hard part. Be profitable for the rest of your life. But don't be discouraged if it takes you a while. I mean, Al Brooks took him 10 years. It seems like the average time it does take people to start becoming profitable is 5 years. That's what it seems like, 5 years. You know, they make the same mistakes enough for 5 years straight that they're finally start to realize, man, I should stop making those mistakes. That's how difficult the markets are. Usually 5 years. Zacharias went from being 1 trade away from first withdrawal to being 2 stop losses away of trailed out of PA. There's something about that PA count when you get close to with that withdrawal time. It's the timing, it's the rhythm, something about it. It just makes it incredibly difficult.
10,000 tick trap.
Like, your brain starts to go on tilt, something happens, and you take that one bad trade thinking, this one should work out. This one should work out, right? And then, lo and behold, bites you in the butt.
5-minute trap.
5-minute trap here. Another test of this low. This push down could be strong. Notice we're starting to make an expanding pattern here. Breakout mode, right? Higher time frames is making inside outside bar, right? 10K chart. IO pattern, right? It's just an expanding pattern, which means breakout mode. 5 minute as well. Similar, inside outside. I hate expanding patterns. They're just really confusing. To me, it feels like when they're expanding patterns, that means it's a confusing day. And just look at this day alone, very confusing. I'll just say right now, when you have this many failed traps, you have a failed trap here. This one is super frustrating because this fails. Whoa. There's a couple failed traps here. Here's a failed trap as well, reverses.
10,000 tick trap.
You have this trap here that, you know, you wouldn't really take that. This trap, it does work out for you. This failed trap, this trap fails. This trap goes down and then, you know, gives you many little mini heart attacks. This trap fails as well. All these failed traps. Got about 3 of them today already. Failed trap here. This goes down. Failed trap. So when you have this many failed traps, to me, it just means tricky day. It means tricky day. Typically. I mean, some of the traps work out. Like this trap works out beautifully. Coming off the bottom of this channel. I mean, context, of course, matters, right? If you go long here, you're thinking, you know, you got some sort of break of trend to new low. Got the trap trade, about to burst out. But then you got this resistance at 240 SMA. You're really close to these pivot highs. And it's just really choppy by the time this trap triggers. So many overlapping bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 overlapping bars. You just gotta stay away from that. It's just a tricky day today. It makes sense because throughout the week we have some big news items. If you didn't know, there's some pretty big. There's an FOMC on Wednesday. Did I trade this morning? I looked at the charts and I didn't. I looked at the charts and I saw this happen. I saw. Where's the start of the day? Oh, okay. Sorry, my indicator wasn't right. Yeah, you got failed trap here. You got so many failed traps. After I saw 16 pushes down, I just said, nope, I'm not trading this. Too confusing. Failed trap here, failed trap here. Goodness. Failed trap here. Goodness. Oh my. Oh my. Here, basically, man, that gives you mini heart attacks. Here, even here, mini heart attacks. Difficult. Even here, very choppy. No setups for me. This could be potential double bottom. Staying away from it. It's kind of nice though, because by the time power hour happens, you kind of already know the market cycle of the entire day. And you're kind of like, okay, now I can trade this market cycle and take advantage of it. Or at least, be warned not to really follow this trend down and try to get another push down. Let me go over some news items. Good morning. Let me say good morning to a couple more. Or good afternoon. How about that? Good morning. Good afternoon to GT Sigma. Panda, why, in your opinion, future prop firms don't offer a model of instant funding with no evaluation like some forex prop firms? Risky. Too risky for them. Too risky for them. Too risky for them. If the forex prop firms are doing that, then they must have some sort of business model that they can protect their funds, either by, they have to choose people like who can. That doesn't make sense to me. It has to be something to protect their funds. Tomorrow's the 10th day on my PA count. Right now, it's at 52,812, so I should request on the first. Get that bamboo. Get that bamboo jelly. Peter Cho, not trading yet, but watching. Appreciate it. I don't know. I don't know if I would trust a prop firm that doesn't have any type of evaluation. Just logically thinking about it, seems like a terrible business model. Sounds like a risky business model. What's going on here? I do not know. It is way too choppy. I may end the stream with no trades. You can only take what the market gives you. And when the market gives you this, I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to go against it. Truly. All right, let's go to the news. I don't know. I said this like 4 or 5 times already. All right, news this week. Let's see. All right, so this week we have tomorrow we have at 10 a.m. CB consumer confidence, could be a banger. Wednesday we have Wednesday is a big one. Wow, Wednesday. 8:15 Wednesday, we have non-farm employment change. 10 a.m. ISM, manufacturing PMI, and JOLTS job openings. And then by 2 o'clock, we have FOMC. Boy, oh boy. I mean, with that much news in one day, you would think, like, how much movement will FOMC really cause after so much news? I mean, Wednesday is the day people may be waiting for it to get a big move. That's crazy. We got so much news on Wednesday. It's actually kind of wild. And then Friday we have some high impact news. 8:30 a.m. Unemployment rate, average hour earnings month over month. I think I'm not sure what that means. Non-farm employment change, and then 10 a.m. ISM services PMI. Whew, this week. I mean, talk about news. It's hard for me to go short here, right? Because we're just like in this wedge, and we're hitting the bottom of this channel now. I can fiddle with this a little bit, and you know, as long as I'm within these wicks here, I think we're good. And well, we're coming to the bottom of it. Are we gonna just drip? We're just gonna drip down. What's my daily look like? Oof, I mean, what a bounce off the 240 SMA. As I mentioned, as the 20 EMA and the 240 SMA start to converge, we often get consolidation. So we can get consolidation here for a long time. Yeah, it is kind of annoying. And like, I mean, I'm talking about like, you know, 20 bar consolidation. That's 20 days. That's a month. That could happen. That could happen. I'm not sure if I can find a setup today, Pandas. This is just not looking pretty. I mean, we got a clear channel, but we're at the very bottom of the channel. Like, are we going to go long here? Ooh. Are we trying to go short? I mean, it looks like we're in a downtrend, so are we going to go short? We had to break a trend to new low. Thinking we're going to reverse somewhere in this area, and just got so choppy. Whew. Wednesday is the big day. We're gonna get a lot of volatility Wednesday. I'll say that. My trades today took me over the goal in my 100K Apex PA account. Not sure I should pull some out to cover the fees. I have had evals and the PA, or use it as a buffer. Scrambler. I would say that's always a tough position. I mean, depends on your goals, right? If you just want to cover, or if you want long-term longevity, then, you know, I think depends on what's more important to you. If you want to continue to trade, like I typically pull out just up to the minimum amount that or the proper amount, really, the comfortable amount that I need to have in my account to continue trading. And the thing is, you have to pull out at least $1,000. So not only do you have to reach your goal, but you have to be in a place where you're $1,000 over that goal, or $1,000 over whatever that buffer that you need, so you can pull out, you know, have enough money to pull out. Some people are saying, just go ahead, take it out, pay yourself, and then buy more evals. We're dripping. Too much drip. This is too much drip. Hard to trade this. Like, you know, when you have a channel like this and you feel like you're at the bottom of it, it's hard to go short right into it. I'm not gonna lie. You know, especially a descending channel, you're not thinking you're gonna break down from it. The 5-minute chart does hint at more bearishness. I mean, as you see this 20 EMA just pointing so hard down and never really breaking. We have one gap the entire day, moving average gap, And ever since then, we just keep bouncing off of it. So it could just show, like, basically, you know, we had, you know, basically a pattern like this, like a triangle, and a continuation downwards. Goodness. I wouldn't be surprised if we end somewhere near this low here, or this blue line. I wouldn't be surprised if we close somewhere near there today. Spam bot. Decent amount of buyers, but the selling's absorbing it all. With a name like Spam bot, But the comment's not very spammy. I'll let you stay. Anthony Lawson says, so you can't withdraw money until you hit a certain profit goal with the PA account? Yes. You need to at least be able to reach a profit target of the trailing threshold. Bernadette, welcome, welcome. It's nice to have you guys join here in the afternoon. Let me repeat what I said earlier. I had some obligations in the mornings that I thought I was going to have for the next 3 weeks, but you really know what tomorrow will bring. So those got canceled, and so I am going back to regular programming starting from tomorrow. And so I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow at 9:15 for the pre-mark. 9 o'clock for the pre-market, 9:15 for the mainstream. But hey, it's kind of nice because I think we get new people here. We got a lot of the same people, but I think we're going to get some new people here. People who can like really only join maybe in the afternoon, or obviously we'll lose some people too, but I think it'd be cool to see some new people join here. Maybe I should just always do double stream. Stream all day, every day. I probably would do that if I did this full time. Just keep my stream on all day, every day. Not all day, all trading day. That'd be nice. I mean, what am I looking at here, pandas? Like, what am I looking at, really? What's going on? What am I supposed to do here? Am I looking for a bounce here, or am I really trying to trade this breakdown? I mean, we have so many pushes down. We're obviously in a downtrend, but what do I do here? What do I really do? Daily chart. We do have some support. Maybe approaching a 20 MA. Could have a big push down. Could just be a big reversal off of here, off the 240 SMA. And we can bounce around here, consolidate. Charles Wilson says, stream twice a day, once a week. Maybe I should have like a designated like all day streaming day once a month or something. I don't know. I feel like you guys gotta earn it though. Maybe I should reach some sort of goal. Like if a certain video gets a certain amount of likes, then I'll stream all day or something like that. I don't know. Hey, time is money. If I'm just staring at this, if I'm gonna dedicate the entire day sitting on my computer desk just to stream with you guys, it has to be earned, yeah. Definitely different energy right now. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good afternoon. Sorry. Good afternoon, guys. Make sure you scalp that like button. Appreciate the support. Got no trades today so far. It's just so choppy. And I feel bad for anyone who was really staring at this chart all day. Truly, this is just a PA. You know, this is not PA you really look for. I would say this is probably the best setup I've seen, though. Right here. Out of all the setups, this is probably my favorite one. You do got, you know, the reason why is because you could have this channel already drawn at this point. You know, you could have it at this point and actually see that we bounce off of it with a new low. You could actually have seen that already. So that's why I would consider it a decent trade, because you can use prior information to give you information, forward-looking information. Obviously, with hindsight bias, we know it really works well. but you had enough information gathered before it that you could have possibly taken this trap. The only part is 1, 2, 3, 4 points of risk. That's the difficult part about it, I would say. Warren Buffett asking, is Warren Buffett following Penguin trades? Is he following bye-bye money? Warren Buffett. I have seen Penguin trades. I personally don't like it if there's not much commentary or you know, I honestly, anyone who puts out free content out there trying to help others, to help the community, help it get better, I love that. I don't care. You can, I don't see anyone as any type of rivals. I see us as one big community. If anyone does strong, then we all do strong. I think it's great. The more stuff out there, the better. Am I looking for a trap trade here, Pandas? Am I looking for a bounce off the bottom of this channel as a failed breakdown? Ooh. Am I going to counter trend trade here, coming off support? Clearly above the 20 MA now. I'll bite. If we get a setup here, I'll bite. I will bite. Is John Amos from Die Hard? I don't remember that. Oof. Alright. Alright. Okay. I'll bite. Give me a fail so I can just short here. I'll bite. We have the expanding pattern as well. Reaching one end to the expanding pattern, maybe to the other end of the expanding pattern. Yeah. Possibly. But it is a lot of, it's a land of the failed traps. We've got a trap here that fails. Trap here that barely works out. I mean, it ends up working out, but man, that will give you quite a scare. Alright, Pandas. We gotta fail second entry short. I'll bite. How could you tease me like that? I'll bite. Give me my setup. Oh! I went in a little early. The signal bar was so good, I just went in. Oh boy. I didn't let it trigger. I ran in a little early. That could punish me. I didn't let it trigger, actually. You gotta let that trigger. But if it does trigger, then I'm in a good spot. I'm with one tick retracement. Okay, we're in. We're good. Good signal bar coming off this trap here. Balancing out the bottom of the channel. On a pretty choppy day going up and down. So hopefully we have some room to come back up to this expanding pattern. I'm in with a 1 tick retracement. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good, pandas. Tickling my target. Feel me. Feel me. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. How high can you go? How high can you fly? How high can you fly? I figured you have to make it rhyme, right? How low can you go? How high can you fly? Right, that makes sense. How high can you fly? Arena runner here, pandas. I mean, if I'm gonna take one trade today, I might as well run it if I can. Let's go, baby. Getting that bamboo. I mean, like I mentioned, like you have to anticipate the trade. Like, you know, you have to already know I'm not gonna take the second to short. I'm gonna take the reversal here. And now we're getting a nice push up, maybe back to the top of this expanding pattern. That'd be very nice. I feel like it's so choppy. I almost just want to take the rest of this scalp out. Like, I don't know how far this is gonna run because it's so choppy. Look how choppy it's been this entire time. Like, I feel like runners are not gonna get much love today, to be honest. But you know, if I'm gonna just get a target, it'll be 4 points at least, in my opinion. Or maybe 2 times risk reward. If I could just get that, that'd be very nice. But I don't know if I'm gonna get any love on this runner here. This is 2 times risk reward. I really don't know if I'm gonna get any love on this runner. It doesn't feel like a runner day, right? It just seems like such a choppy day. But, you know, I'm taking, you know, I'm not sure how many opportunities we're going to get today, and we're getting one, so let's see if we can run this. Just doesn't really feel like a runner type day. But pandas can hope. Pandas can dream. Give me a pivot. Give me a pivot, and you know, you could let it marinate and like let it retest the 20 EMA, come like this. But the whole point of the runner is, the whole idea is you just, you know, you want it to be free, risk free. And you're basically taking a risk off with this runner, and no matter what, like, you know, if I really don't like it, I can just come out here and just take a little bit more money out. But we'll let this run to see what happens. I really don't feel like today's a runner type day. But pandas can dream. Pandas can truly dream. Oof. Yeah, it took me out. All good, pandas. Hey, we got the scalp at least. Got the scalp. Got the scalp. It really didn't feel like a runner type day. Let's go, baby. Hey, we got that. Push, push. I would have asked for your pushes. I would ask for your P's. If does that sound wrong? I would ask for your P's. I don't care. I would ask for your P's if we got a pivot high. If we got another pivot to work off with, but we had no pivot, and now it's just coming down. This is why you just trade it risk free. You know, you just take it, right, and just let it go. You don't want to now turn this winning trade into a losing trade, which is potentially what I would have done, right? We just broke this pivot low. Good skunk there, right? Just good stop. Just trade the runner the same, and just know that every once in a while you'll get a nice profit off of it every once in a while. That's what you're looking for. It's just, you know, I should assume that today was not the day, but even so, I would want, like, you know, at least maybe 4 points off of that. 4 points off the runner. Getting another push down, retest here. Look at the higher time frames, 5 minutes, just a 20 EMA, acting as this resistance, just so strong the entire day, resistance all day. 10K chart, similar, but the 5 minute a little more defined, I guess you can say. Coming off the 20 EMA, right, even here. You can maybe even say this is a breakdown retest. What a trade, what a trade. That's a nice looking trade, I think. Coming off support here, and we're showing choppiness, maybe coming back up to some sort of top of a trading range. I was a little scared because I came in a little early. Hey, green is green, pandas. Green is green. I'll take small green any day. Do I know who Patrick Wetland is? I think I've heard of him. Like these guys, Patrick Wetland, he's like I think he has a lot of followers. I don't know if he's always been streaming or not, or if that's more a recent thing, but he has a surprisingly a lot of followers and a surprisingly ambiguous trading plan. I don't know. I honestly I can't say much. So I don't watch his stuff, but I believe he uses Bookmap. Wetland, Wheeland, yeah. I mean, whatever his name is. He's constantly selling stuff. I don't know what that means. Oh, like his own stuff, yeah. Don't listen to people who continue to try to shill their own stuff. By the way, if you guys want the indicator, you can go to the website www.twoleggedpullback.com. It's a great indicator. I'm just joking, of course. Mark Aguela says he's a hater, can't watch that guy, rags on chat and on other traders. Yeah, that's a lot of negative energy. I mean, when it comes to trading, it's like people feel threatened maybe by other traders, but at the end, why? It just shows your own insecurity. I mean, really, like a person that is successful in trading has zero implications, zero effect on your trading. Like if someone does really well, good for them, right? Like it's like someone winning the lottery. That has zero effect on your life, and it's just it just shows someone's insecurity. I mean, you just do your best, do what you can, stick to your plan, and see what happens. You know, that's all you can ask for. If you're hating on other traders, like for me, like I personally like if you're putting good content out there, I'll recommend you. I'll recommend it. Why not? I have nothing to lose. I think one thing for sure though, I am the only one that is trading the two-legged pullback live every single day. That is at least what I understand. It makes me wonder, why aren't more people doing this? Truly makes me wonder. Jesus is King of Kings. He needs to chill out. He's spamming the chat here. All right, as suspected, we're getting nothing here. Just, you know, I really feel like maybe the end of the day we're gonna close near this blue line. I mentioned that earlier. Just it was just an overnight low. Could be an important price, and we might just hang out here for the rest of the day, just because we're already here and we have about 45 minutes left in the trading session. So, you know, with huge news on Wednesday, I'm not surprised that we had this really choppy price action. Even though the daily chart does look like it's pretty just bearish, just pretty much a bear bar right now. And honestly, we're a very confusing spot. You know, it almost looks bullish, right? It looks like as it came down, it pushed up right back into this trend line, and it's kind of like trying to break through it. That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. You know, you kind of have a type of a inverse head and shoulders here, as you can see, right, with the left shoulder, right shoulder, and the head. And this trend line is basically the neckline, and looks like it's trying to push out, or you can say maybe just like a cup and handle, where the where this pullback doesn't quite get to where it should get to, which is basically back down to this bottom of the trend line, and it only goes really halfway and pushes up again. And now we're hitting our heads against resistance. We do have this blue line here, which is a gap on the daily chart, which I feel like it could be a very, very good target. And I just, it's just confusing. It feels bullish to me when I look at this. But with that being said, feelings are a funny thing. We do have a break of this trend now, and typically we do retest the bottoms. Like we want some sort of double bottom here. Maybe first we want a retest of this high. Like I mentioned earlier, if you rewind, I said this is like trendception. We have this uptrend with the break, looking for a new high. We also have this break here of this big trend, like this trend. When I say big trend, I mean like we've been in this trend ever since last year. And this is the beginning of last year, and we've been in this trend for an entire year, right? All last year was just in this downtrend, and now we're finally breaking through it a little bit. And, you know, it's a very strong trend line. So we have a first break of this trend, in my opinion, and now we can come back to retest the bottom. And we also have this break of trend to new high, and you know this could reverse right off here at this resistance. So I have a lot of things, a lot of conflicting information here, and it's making it very confusing for me. Not only that, the 240 and the 20 EMA basically squeezing in on each other, and usually when it does that, it will create some sort of consolidation between these two MAs. The market, this ends up happening because the market gets confused, right? The market has been confused for a long time, you know, with all this chop here, all this chop, and that allows the 240 SMA and the 20 EMA start to catch up to each other. Notice, right? Ever since this break, this 240 SMA has really been a type of resistance for us. We're back at it, and so let's see what happens here. Keep getting pushes down here on the 2000 tick chart, and double top, making new lows of the day. I don't know, maybe downtrend. Maybe we just look for a downtrend at this point. Just feels like, I don't know. It just feels weird to go short here, but GC Burke, good morning. It looks like a new picture you got. Looks good. Diary of Futures Day Trader says, I think there are others. All right. I mean, if there are, I don't know. At least who do it live. I know others who like would post their videos up of trades, like 1 or 2 trades in a day. But Roberto, good afternoon from Chile. Hey, what time is it over there, Roberto? All right, getting a nice push down here. And the 5-minute does look very bearish right now. I mean, the 20 EMA, if you want to talk about resistance, it's nothing more clear than this. We do have 4 pushes down, creating a type of H4 setup. 517. Ah, yeah. Okay, all right, not too bad. It's pretty close. West Coast time, huh? Oh, actually not West Coast time. It's actually ahead. Roberto says, good afternoon indeed. Passed my first eval today in the morning. Let's go, baby. Hey, congratulations. We have a trap potentially setting up here. I mean, really, pandas, you gotta really ask yourself, are we in a strong downtrend? I mean, it looks like it. It sure looks like it. It's just happening in a very choppy way. This is the 5-minute chart, by the way. If you want to know what chart I'm looking at, you can look at the top right of your screen, like what time frame. This is the 5-minute. And we had this triangle forming for a long time. We finally breaking down it and came back to for a double top retest. And the 20 EMA is still acting as resistance. Now we're pushing down. We're pretty far away from the 20 EMA. 10,000 tick chart, something very similar. Right, coming back to 20 EMA here a couple times, bouncing off of it. Failed breakdown, failed breakout. Huh. Okay. We do have a trap trade here, a little too far away from 20 EMA for me. But it is an entry if you want to go short. It's not necessarily a good one, but can work out. Good morning, guys. 100 viewers, not bad. First time afternoon stream. Not bad, not bad. It could be a new crowd, which is nice. Val, I am not a baby panda. I am an adult. Don't call me baby panda. Unless you're saying, let's go baby panda. What we got here? Getting pushed down here. I don't know. Tough to really chart this. I'm not sure what's going on. Do I want to go long again? I mean, do I? Do I want to go long again? Are we gonna end near this blue line? Hey baby, panda. You need the comma. Punctuation is key. Alright, a trap does trigger here. A little closer to 20 MA. This is tough. I mean, it is the downtrend. Does that mean I just take any entry, any short entry here? This is the first entry, a trap as well. Darn, I don't know. It's confusing. Confusing. Hansman says, hey Panda, congrats Roberto. For me the same. One eval check. Let's go, baby. Hey, congratulations. You know, it's just music to my ears. When I hear people pass evals, that is like, just imagine where you started from. I mean, I can imagine like maybe you started mid last year and now you're at a place where you're actually getting funded by a prop firm. That's amazing. Like the progress that you guys probably had over the last half a year. And honestly, it's like the progress, honestly, to be like in a place where you can be profitable, it takes about, in my opinion, like the 3 to 5 year range. I feel like is when you start to become like a sometimes profitable trader, sometimes not. You got kind of these long break even seasons. I think after the 5 year mark, typically people feel pretty confident in being profitable. And if you guys are already passing evals by like 6 months in or something, or 1 year, like I'm not gonna lie, that would be hard for me to do. This is officially like my 3rd year in this. Year 3 for me, and people have been following me for a long time, which is so amazing that you guys have shown so much support, and I really appreciate that. Roberto F, on my second year, so I'm saying, better than me. Man, see, I don't know. Are we just in just a downtrend? You got to identify the market cycle. If you have a hard time identifying the market cycle, good luck. Good luck. I don't feel confident in the market cycle. I don't feel confident in any trade. And when the market cycle, it seems like a downtrend, but at the same time, just grinding down here. Turtle Toes, welcome, 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 guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining this afternoon. Do I want to trade here? I just want to keep going short. It's tough. 5 minute. Jeez. I don't know. What are you guys trying to do? This is hard. Really hard for me to really tell what's going on here. It's the 5 minute. I'm trying to look at the higher time frame. I get confused on the 2000 tick. I usually switch over to higher time frames to see if I get a better picture here. And it does look like we are just in a downtrend on these higher time frames, especially the 5 minute, right? The 20 EMA is just acting like such a strong resistance, but even if it pushes down, it's just goes sideways for a long time. Sideways for a long time. Comes back up to 20 EMA. It could be sideways for a long time, coming back to the 20 EMA. They can do that, especially on the 2000 tick chart, where I just feel like it's tough. It's not very clear to me. It's like, in my mind, am I thinking, do I just go short for a two-legged, second entry short? Is that my setup I'm looking for? Or am I looking for a trap, fail second entry short? If I'm confused, then I probably will just skip both. Tough. I got my bamboo already, and I could just be happy with that for this session. Honestly, you see one scalp a day, right? $100. If you have 10 PA accounts, if you can make an average of $100 per day, then by the end of the year you make a $250,000. $250,000. If you have 10 PA accounts and if you can make one good scalp a day, $100 average per day. If you can do that consistently, that's $250,000, $250,000 a year. If you have the trade copier, and that's risk-free trading, pandas. You can do that risk-free. It's absolutely incredible. Turtle says this morning was really good for me. I'm back to $100 away from passing my two evals. Let's go, baby. Congratulations. Only one trade yet. Only one trade today so far. You can see here the markers with these arrows. I would say we probably have a lot of volatility on Wednesday. Wednesday might be one of those days you're just like, whew, just be very careful. Just know when all the news will be. There's like 3 news items on, or 3 like time slots where there'd be big high impact news, right? 8:15. This is Wednesday, 8:15, 10 a.m. and also 2 o'clock. That's an FOMC day. I mean, that'd be a good day to trade all day, huh? To stream all day. That's an all day stream type day. There is news tomorrow actually. 10 o'clock. Consumer confidence. 10 a.m. And it could be a banger. I mean, it could really move a lot. It could be very volatile. It'll happen during stream. So this is a reminder. Tomorrow I will be back to regular programming. The thing I had in the morning, I was planning to do for 3 weeks, and change of plans. And so we are back to the regular scheduling, regular program. 9 o'clock pre-market, 9:15 for the mainstream. Yeah, this looks so choppy. I really have no strong conviction here on the trend. And it's just looking so choppy here as well. Clearly underneath the 20 MA, but choppy. Pandas. What to do? What to do? What do you guys want to do? What are you guys trying to do? Are you guys trying to go short here? Long? What's your bias? Let me ask you guys in a poll. What's your bias right now? What is it? What is it? Tell me. Tell me. Please. Tell me. What do you think the market cycle is right now? Got another push down, but in a very choppy manner. First entry again. I mean, this could drip just all the way down. Just it can and this is why it's annoying. Like it can really just keep going down because you're in a downtrend, but you just don't have any entries. Like unless you're selling limit orders near the 20 MA, really that's like your only setup right now. It looks like. Today in particular is pretty choppy though. If you had a hard day today, you're probably in good company. I mean, this is not an easy day, in my opinion. I mean, when you have this much chop for this long, like we're saying probably from 1 o'clock till now, it's just been so choppy. And someone mentioned to be careful in the last 10 minutes. John Amos says, yeah, last 10 minutes. So last 10 minutes, the big institutions or something, I forget what it is, but they basically are like required to close their positions. And so you get this huge volatility. Right? People are closing all their positions because they're not supposed to carry it over to the next night or next day. And so a lot of people close their positions in that time. And I think it's like institutions or something. But you see a lot of volatility happening right at 3:50 Eastern time. 3:50 p.m. Eastern time. What a bounce, okay? I mean, we could just end near this blue line. Like I mentioned, this blue line, which is the overnight low, could be an important important price. Coming right back to this blue line. And maybe at the end it was just this expanding pattern. I don't know what to do. What do you guys think right now? You guys think it's a bear trend? That's your no one thinks it's a bull trend. Okay, bear trend here, trading range. So if the market cycle is a bear trend, are we looking for a second entry short? Is the question. And like I mentioned on the 5-minute, it's like it does push away from 20 MA, but kind of goes right back to it, like consolidates for a while, comes back to it, consolidates for a while, tries to get back up to it, pushes down, comes right back up to it, pushes down, trying to get back up to it. So it's kind of like on the smaller time frame, kind of difficult to be like, I'm going to short because just out of nowhere, it could try to come back to that 20 EMA on the 5-minute. Tough, tough, tough. The power hour looks more like a sour hour. What is this? This is terrible. Yeah, I mean, that's nasty. That's nasty. All right, higher low here. Potential nice setup to go long, but we are in a downtrend, so be careful. There'll be a reversal setup here. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. And this choppiness could really be because people are waiting for Wednesday. Even tomorrow might be choppy as well. I mean, the big news is Wednesday. I mean, there is some high impact news on Tuesday, but compared to Wednesday, it seems actually pretty small because of the news on Wednesday is so large. So many news items on Wednesday. Higher low setup. On the 5-minute chart, we're coming back up to the 20 EMA. So even if we have a bearish bias, it's just like we can't even trade it because we're so just grinding along the bottom of this channel here, and tough, 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 tough for me at least. Maybe not for you, but for a dumb panda like me, it's tough. That's tough. I don't know what to do here. Like I mentioned, we might end near this blue line. I don't know. I said it 1,000 times, but it's just maybe a key area here. And I say that because if we trade far away from it, I wouldn't trade away from it. You know, if we're like above here, I would think maybe we might come back down to the blue line. If we're way down here, it might come back up to the blue line. So just, that's how it'll affect my trading, at least my decision making. We're back at the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart, and all day we've been bouncing off of it. There is a gap here as well on the daily chart. Probably will fill tomorrow, maybe. I don't know, Wednesday. Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button. What a push. What a push. Huh. What a push. What to do here? 5-minute 20 EMA hitting its head on it again. I mean, all day if it's been doing this, just be careful as we are approaching it again. Okay. Okay. All right. It's trap trade here. Not interested in that trap trade. I'm not really interested in trading away from this blue line. Trap does trigger. What to do, what to do. Failed trap potentially here. As we're just at this blue line, I feel like we're just not going to get very far from it. I don't know. I can't go long here. I just cannot go long. All day, the 20 EMA has been resistance on the 5-minute, and we are basically at it again. I'm not going to trade against that. We also have a H4 setup, right? 4 pushes down. See this 4 here? 4 push down. It's just two two-legged pullbacks in a row. And oftentimes you get a nice reversal off of that. But not confident enough to trade off of that alone. Someone does say something interesting. Anthony says maybe overshoot because we had an undershoot of this channel. Undershoot here. It might lead to an overshoot. That's a reasonable thing to think. Not one I would necessarily be able to make a trade off of. I don't know. Maybe if it does do that, I think it might come back in. Like I mentioned, it's hard to trade away from this blue line, right? That's a failed trap here. But look, it's trading away from this blue line. It's hard to enter trades like that. If I have trades going towards this blue line, I would feel way more confident. And again, the 5-minute, the 20 EMA, we're back at it. I'll just be careful. I just don't know. Typically, we look for a new high. I mean, we could have break a trend here, new high like that. And that might be enough for us to reverse here and keep going down. Maybe. Maybe. And sorry, pandas, if my reading of this price action is confusing you, or it seems like I'm like talking about everything and really not being able to make a decision, it's because it's true. I mean, when the price action is confusing, I'm gonna say a lot of things that will basically oppose each other, and that's because it is what it is. You know, sometimes the market does do that, and oftentimes when it's that confusing, you know, it just means that I just stay away from it. So I say it because I want to articulate it, my thoughts to you guys. But at the same time, it might, I mean, no trading is a trading plan, right? Skipping trades is a trading plan. So, I mean, take it as however you want, but You might be like, oh, Pan is just, doesn't really know what he's doing. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing when the market doesn't seem like it knows what it's doing. So it's just kind of like I'm just trying to do what the market is doing. I want to feel the same way the market's feeling, and if the market seems confusing, then I probably will be confused. That's just how it is. I mean, someone out there might be able to read this much better than me, no doubt about that. Or they have a trading plan that suits this kind of price action much better than the trading plan that I use. That's all fair. But right now, this is very confusing. All I can say is I think this blue line is important, and we may end near it. And it's hard for me to take trades away from it. Hard for me to take trades. Hard for me to take this trade towards it because there's no real setup for me here. But yeah, I don't know. Just waiting. I'm just waiting for the market to give me something. That's just very clearly, hey, trade this because it's gonna very high chance to go this way. But with that being said, I've made my bamboo today on stream, 100, one scalp. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes that's all you need. Like I mentioned, if you have 10 Apex accounts, let's just say you have 10 50K accounts, and you make this one scalp per day, $100. At the end of the year, if you can make an average of one scalp per day successfully, then you will, at the end of the year, make $250,000. I mean, that's not small money. I don't think it is. I think it's huge. The UK future trade, it's been hard to trade lately. Today, definitely hard. Like I mentioned, trading back to this blue line, this blue dotted line, dash line. Why did I think this blue line was important? Well, it was an overnight low, and 45 minutes before the market closed, we started to chop around it like this. So for me, I'm like, okay, well, this is the closest key area I can see, and we're kind of near the market close here, and so it could be an important area, and I think it is showing itself to be. We got a lower high set up here, and yeah. You could take it maybe. If you're feeling aggressive, you could take that, but it's tricky. Right? We have this channel here. It's a lower high coming back into this channel. Dante, welcome. Somewhere in the Rock is tough getting 10 evals. That's true. I like to use 4 evals. I think that's a very reasonable goal. Four PA counts. Very reasonable goal. But also, with the 50K accounts, it's like, you can get, with one trade, you can pass that. Max contracts, you need a 6-point. You need a 6.25 point. You need a 6.25 point move, and that will be enough. And I'll just say with news tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I mean, you can use some price action to figure out what direction is going to go, especially if like trying to fill gaps or something like that. But honestly, with news like tomorrow with consumer confidence, like it'll probably move easily 10 points. Like maybe not easily, but it'll probably move 10 points in one spike, and you can pass the evaluation with one. Oh man, look at this candle, 2,000 ticks. It's not even 1 point large. That's the type of price action we're dealing with right now. Goodness, terrible. Not even a point. It's 3/4 of a point. Terrible. That doesn't happen very often. With 2,000 ticks, This is only 1 point. I just realized that was only 1 point large. This is not even 1 point large. Crazy. Volatility is just so little here. What I think about a failed second entry long here, I don't like it. Well, maybe I should, because it's moving down pretty hard. Again, I don't like it because it's moving away from this blue line. This blue line to me is everything. I think we're going to close near it by the end of today. So if there was a setup pushing away from it, then I don't like it. If it's a setup pushing towards it, I probably will like it more. I think this blue line really will probably end near here. So, I mean, my premise, I could be married to this premise, you know. I could be too married to it, too committed to it. I have commitment issues, but it's when I become too committed. It's not when I don't have issues committing. I have issues stop committing. That's the kind of commitment issues I have. But failed second entry long, now at this point, a little tricky, right? Because it feels like the failed second entry long kind of happened with this bar. Right? It's kind of like went up and went down. So it feels like that failed second entry long movement, that trap movement happened with this bar. But regardless, you need a setup to come back to the 20 MA. So this triggers up, pushes up to 20 MA. Might have a nice push down. I mean, you just have this trend line working here. You could just be working off this trend line as well. Right, break a trend to new high. Barely, but new high, one tick. And we can have a setup here, so. Your setup may be coming here, fails like entry long. I'm skipping it, but, you know, it's just not financial advice. You can do what you want. Roberto F says, what's the other trade copier? It's called Replicanto, I believe. Oh, wow. Outside bar reversal. Popping back up. Oh, the 350. The volatility at 350. Wow. Wow. That trap does trigger outside bar reversal. And this reverses, rips your face off. And voila, we are back to this blue line at 350. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Back to this blue line. I'm just like I mentioned, I'm not trading at setups that go away from this blue line. And that was a setup. This is a failed second entry long here. Right? Trap trade. I skipped it. I skipped it. I skipped it. You heard it here. I skipped it. I gave you my reasons. I don't think I'm gonna get another setup here, Pandas. Not today. Not while we just chop around like this. But when you get a bar like this that is literally not even 1 point large in 2000 tick, I mean, we're talking about some volatility issues here. We got some issues here. This market has some issues for sure.
Five-minute trap. $10,000 tick trap.
Alright, getting a push away from it now, this blue line. With a second entry short on the 5-minute chart, believe it or not, it's a Pikachu on the 5-minute. Incredible. Not one I would trade, but it's a Pikachu. Outside bar reversal. And look at the 20 MA still acting as resistance, right? Like when it starts acting like, when the market has a hard time getting above the 20 MA, just respect that. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect what the institutions are doing here. And they are making lots of money shorting this 20 MA. And you just got to respect that. And you gotta recognize and respect it. This is why I didn't take this trap to go long. Taro toast, going to the vanilla Coke. Wow, I haven't had that in a long time. I remember when it first came out. I actually really enjoyed it, but it's dead even. Got one for each. I don't know if you guys know the difference between the black can. There used to be a Coke Zero black can with red lettering. Oh my gosh. And then they did something. They changed it to the red can with black lettering, and the taste just completely changed. Completely changed. Like I would pay a little extra money for those black cans. Back to that old recipe. Wayne Bicknell, I retired from KO. Sounds like he just sold all the stock. But there was something special about the black can Coke Zero. Oh, hey, pandas, I am green today, and I hope you guys are too. Even if it's small green,
trap.
better than anything. Alright, we're pushing down. Are we going to make a new low today? New low of day? Amazing if we do. This trend line, this channel is just... Huh. Did not know it would be that strong. It is, though. Amazing. Oof. New low of day, pandas. The last 5 minutes of trading, a new low of day. Whew. That's scary, though. I'm not trading that. I'm not touching this. I'm not touching this, I don't think. I don't think. Am I touching this? Am I going to find a setup here? Failed second entry long? Might as well just keep going down. End of the day. Or do I go back to my blue line premise and say we probably end near here today? Ooh. What to do, what to do. I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Failed second entry long? Pandas. I can't. It's just too far away from 20 MA. The setup itself is not looking good. The only reason I would enter this trade if I really feel bearish right now. If I really feel this is bearish, I would take this trade. But, yeah, I don't know. End of the day, it's the last 4 minutes of trading. Whew. UK trader has some sound advice. Stay green. Market is choppy. It is true. It is true. John Lee says, I like Diet Squirt. Wow. I haven't had that drink in forever. I remember that when that drink came out, it was like 50 cents or something. It was super cheap. And it was like 50 cents for a bottle. Not even 50 cents for a can. Alright, fails like entry, long triggers here. It will be the setup that I would look for if I were to go short. This is far away from a 20 MA. Ooh, maybe we might get a second entry short here. Second entry short. Quite possibly. Second entry short. Oof. Second entry short. Yee. Yee. Second entry short. Ooh, it's so tempting. I'm gonna be a good panda. I'm gonna be a good panda today, and I'm gonna skip this. I mean, second entry short. I mean, okay, definitely skipping it now, I think. Second entry short to end the day. Ooh, nah. I can't do pandas. Skipping it. That's it. Skip it. Skipping it. Oh yeah, pandas. If you guys are members, I'm going to do the post market show here, and we'll go over some of my account stuff and any off stream trades I took. So stick around at 4 o'clock if you're a panda. By the way, tomorrow we'll be back to our regular schedule. 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream. We got about 1 more minute left in this trading session, and wow, what do we have? We have a ledge here. End of the day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits all in one price point.
Tick trap.
And this is why you don't take that second entry short, pandas. That's why you stick to the plan, so you don't get trapped like that. Are we gonna end near this blue line? Right before 4 o'clock, are we gonna burst up to this blue line? I'm very curious. I just want to see. I just want to see how good my premise was that I called way over here about an hour ago. I want to see if we're actually going to get to it. I almost want to trade a failed second entry short here. Pandas.
Tick trap.
Am I crazy? Do I trade a failed second entry short here? Do I do it? Do I quite risk the possibility of ending green or ending red today? Ooh, no. That's a terrible signal. That's a terrible bar to trade. Ooh, higher low?
Tick trap.
Higher low? Oh, that would have worked. That would have worked beautifully. And 4 o'clock, getting close to that blue line. Wow, all right. That failed second entry short. Second entry short here, or second entry long, Pikachu trade. That was a trade I could have taken, but it was just it was right at 4 o'clock. I typically don't take trades right at 4 because of this volatility, but the setup wise is kind of like nice. Right, coming back, right, you have this ledge here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. You're not breaking. You're not going down any further than that. You know, the market made it very clear. You know, they're putting the foot in the ground, line in the sand, saying no, we're reversing up from here, pushing back up, maybe back to this blue line here. Who knows? But pandas, stick to the plan, and I'll see you guys bright and early. And members, if you're pandas, we're gonna jump to the pre-market or the post-market show, and I'll see you guys there. So, thanks for joining. I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.